Let's take a ride around Phoenix on a Tuesday afternoon. You can tell we got the breeze coming through. They said it on the news that it would be cooler for the next few days. However, with that coolness would come the breeze. So we're seeing that definitely today. It's not as strong as it was a few weeks ago, but it's still there. Today we are going to be having Sloppy Joe's for dinner and also some carnitas, so I'll make some flautas with that. Graphic designer needed right there. I think that Fry Bread House is around here somewhere. I think. Szechuan kitchen. There it is. There's the Fry Bread House on the left. No, the right, sorry. The right side of your screen. Right here. Monday through Saturday from 11 to 8. Oh, look at this. They got a big old apartment complex going up right here. It'd be nice to own that and collect rent every month. So we are on Camelback and 7th Street. So I was reading on, I can't remember which news site, that there may be up to 3, look at, here's the Hatch green chili burgers and tacos. They sell bags of frozen Hatch chili there. It's on Missouri and 7th Street. There may be 3 interest rate cuts this year after all. And so right now they're in the mid 6%, and home prices are still at a super high rate here. And if rates come down, prices come down, there may be a chance for some people to get into a home for the first time. So let's keep our fingers crossed. We have a couple homes in our neighborhood that are up for sale. Both, I believe they're both 2-bed or 3-bed, 2 baths, and one has been up for about 4 months, and they recently slashed the price by about, I think, 30 grand. And the other home was listed last week on HomeSmart. However, it still was not showing up on the HomeSmart website, nor is it on Zillow. So that one might take a recorder search on the county recorder site just to see what's going on. And here's the old Christown Mall, still rocking and rolling. They have a Walmart here, and I think some other stores. I think they have a Costco too. I'm not sure. This Mandarin Super Buffet used to be a, oh geez, I can't recall the name, but we used to eat there way back in the day, the 2000s. Used to go there for breakfast. Everybody would go, the whole family. My mom, my sister and her family, our family. You get a Five Below over here at Christown, Olive Garden, Melrose, Dollar Tree, Hobby Lobby, Ross. Wow, that red, or that Mustang just blew through a red light. They got the taco spot, the Harkins. It's called Christown Spectrum. They got an American Furniture Outlet, K-Mobile, T-Mobile, VisionWorks, Big 5, Burlington, Hobby Lobby, Ross, PetSmart on this side. Then we have the Abrazo Hospital right over there on your right. Used to be Phoenix Baptist, I believe. And the building closest to the intersection is where they have their clinical lab. It's kind of small in there. You'll be surprised, most clinical laboratories are almost all the same in the fact that they are kind of like crowded and bunched together. I've yet to see a lab that has a ton of space and it's just a lot of room to move around and walk around. Most labs are, you just have little walkways where people go through and navigate the lab. For ours, many years ago, we gutted the main lab's counters and shelving, and we made it an open concept with modular furniture. And then just recently the micro department was able to get that done. It makes for more possibilities when considering instruments and configurations and upgrades. But even at the Mayo and I forgot the hospital in Scottsdale, even those higher end places are kind of cramped. Let's see, we went to, there's a hospital in Cottonwood we inspected, and that one was okay. It wasn't as cramped as the ones down here. And then Flag Medical, theirs was okay too. It wasn't as crowded. But when you come down to the valley, you'll see most of them are squished into a smaller than expected footprint. So they still get it done. This is called the Abrazo General Campus. You'll see more and more of that as we get further west. So we'll take a ride across and then we'll see what it looks like going further west and then south. It's reading 73 degrees outside. My sister's brother-in-law used to work around here on the left side, and it was one of these homes that was converted from a residential to one of the care homes. And she said they made quite a good amount of money because of the people. I forgot how many different rooms they had for people. Excuse me. And most of them had private insurance that allowed them to pay so many thousand a month for senior care home, or senior home care, or live-in care. And that's, I think a lot of people don't look at long-term care as much as they should. I checked into a policy about 3 years ago, and I don't know what was going on. It was during the pandemic, and so they probably they had stopped taking applicants, and they probably had to reevaluate everything because of the long-term COVID effects, and people just turning the whole long-term care industry on its side. But I haven't checked again. I do need to check again and just see what the rates would be, because when you retire, you don't want to, well, when you retire, then you reach that age where you have to have some sort of care either in your home, or you move to someplace that's like I guess for lack of a better word, a retirement resort. You want to have that kind of coverage. I think it would be nice to have the freedom to say where you can go and not be limited or not burden anyone. I thought about getting a car wash, or a truck wash, but I think I'll wait. I was wishing that we had saved some gold from back in the day, because of the rates nowadays. They are over 3,000 an ounce. And man, imagine if you had been just collecting gold all these years, you would be sitting pretty. Tell how windy it is now. I was looking at some Milwaukee impact wrenches, the bigger M18 ones that can handle your lug nuts without any breaker bar, and the lowest one I found was $2.99 plus taxes. So that means I have to keep saving and searching for deals. I thought about just going up here to Harbor Freight and looking at theirs, but I think in the long run it's better just to wait and get me to keep building my Milwaukee sets. So we are on 35th Ave. Oh, got construction up there, so we'll turn here. Do any of you viewers know that if you can take a mini split and basically pair any of the indoor units with any outdoor unit? Like say if you had a Mitsubishi outdoor unit and then you saw some prices for maybe like a like a GE or something that was on sale, can you interchange them? Or do you think the electronics and they're like unique to one another, or to each? There was a place, there's supposedly a place down here on, I think, South Phoenix, like around Central, where you can buy those mini splits at a discount. This guy also said that he knows someone that can buy from this guy that goes down to Mexico. Oh, dudes, look at this guy. See that car right there? That black car? It went flying around in here. It turned a corner, and look at, flew around the corner, and this guy in the black Kia Forte flipped around on the street and then came flying this way, and then he started walking toward the guy that was on the ground with his gun out. And then this other car came flying in too. I didn't get the model of that one. And look at all these undercover cars. There's also the Hyundai one over there. I wonder if that guy tried to rob something, huh? I know yesterday when I was at Food City, I was just finishing up at the pastry area. I was still getting ready to, I just ran my card, and then the lady that was in the back, she said, "Oh, look at, they're just walking out with that," or I forgot what her exact words were, but they were two guys that walked out with a couple containers of Tide each, and they just disappeared. I went outside and they were already gone. And I was looking at those, and those containers were like 27 and change each. But I don't think they were gonna make that much at the, like, selling it on the streets or whatever. But that's what they were doing. So there's 3 police officers here. They're calling somebody. Interesting. Must be a high crime area. I know they were talking about cleaning up the area too on this side of town. Man, look at that big old rut right there. This is that place where my sister got hit by a car. She was gonna turn this way, and a car came flying out from the place where we're just now parked. And there was people all in traffic, and the light was turning green or something. And it was green, and people were turning, and she was coming down this way, and then all of a sudden that car popped out. Popped her on the passenger side. And then when I was driving, they got me on the driver's side. That's why we don't like to let people go in front when there's, just cut through parked traffic. When we see openings, we drive really slow just because somebody might come flying out. this Ranch Market. They usually have good ones here. And then I'll probably pick up a container of some Sloppy Joe mix, because we only have one can at home. We have buns, we have ground beef. It should be thawed by now. If not, when I get home, I'll finish thawing it. And then I also am going to be making the flautas. Well, I better not, because we still have all that pulled pork to get through. We might need some tortillas. These guys are doing a haircut or cleaning bugs or something over there. And so yeah, I'll just say I needed to get some more tortillas, some tortilla, and I'll also get some of the shrimp cocktail. That is just too loud. I don't know if we need anything for breakfast. Oh, eggs are coming down, huh? I'm sure you guys seen some of the prices start to drop. So I think we have enough eggs, but I'll check their prices. And then I need to get some tortillas for the rolled tacos. I might look at their guacamole. I don't really care too much for the one that's already spicy. I mean, it's good if you're gonna eat it with chips, but like for tacos, I just like the regular plain guacamole, like for rolled tacos. And then I'll make my way on home. But yeah, this is, I guess, central to 35th Ave on the west side. This is Grand Ave that goes from Central all the way up to, geez, I don't even know how far it goes, to Sun City, and then you can take it to Vegas. They usually have Indian School around like between 35th and 27th Ave on the south side of Indian School. They usually have like pop-up, excuse me, like little yard sales and stuff, but majority of the time it seems like on the weekends it's puppies and kittens. So I don't know if I agree with that, because some of these people might just be breeding and having puppy mills at home. Because one day we were there observing, and the lady was just dumping those puppies out like they were dolls. Like they didn't have any, like they weren't gonna get hurt or anything. She was just dumping them out of bags into the little cage that was on the grass. Maybe it was on the grass, but still, it didn't seem like she was affectionate for them. It's probably just a profit for her. And sometimes when that happens too much, they end up getting genetic deficiencies. I wanted to see if I could go in here. I remember before COVID really kicked off, this place had some really good prices. One of my buddies got a closed trailer not too long ago. I thought about one for home too, to use when cleaning out the garage or the shed. But really what I'm super excited for saving and maybe getting one day are one of these dump beds right here, especially with the high sides like this one on the left, because I want to be able to haul gravel and garbage and whatnot from home to Winslow. And you can haul wood, you can go pick up wood somewhere, especially like in Flag. Remember, they have all those free wood collection areas. See, like one of these would be nice. One of those. That big one here on the end would be a dream to have. I'm surprised they don't have any goosenecks here. Oh, look at that. I wonder if people live there, huh? Man, that's a nice trailer right there, one of those. You could put all your tools in there when you go home. These all have some kind of locks on them. You see them on the hitch? And then some of them are just, they're missing something. I used to think a flatbed would be good, but the more and more I think about it, a gooseneck flatbed and a dump trailer are probably the best, because that way you're not limited to what you can haul. And if you eventually get a 3/4 ton, you are set. So yeah, I'm gonna head over here and pick up a little bit of grub, and then get home, probably do some dishes, and I'm supposed to be working on our cookbook. Oh, here it is. But I haven't really given that a lot of attention. We were working on the taxes over the weekend, and we still need to get a little bit more documentation. If you are ever looking to do a seafood boil, I would recommend going to this Costco over here, because they have some good prices and a great selection of food. I think they cater to restaurants, so you have a lot of good deals. Sometimes I like to go into Ross and get picture frames for the wall. I used to really be into printing pictures and putting them in those photo albums. And I need to continue that. It seems like these days you hardly ever have photo sessions with your family. It's just everybody's too busy, and then nobody wants to be in the photos unless they're doing a filtered one or something for their profile, or I don't know. I miss those, having a bunch of pictures. I was digging around through my photo album and I found some good ones the other day. So let's go in.